Ez is actually pretty easy if you take a good chase support like Kench.
Jeff, your support can't pick Kench into Ez. It makes no sense. You'll never get close enough to go all in. Trust me, I play this MOBA more than you. I would know.
Yeah, Lizzie's right. Kench is versatile, but you'll never win lane against long-range ADCs like Ez.
What the hell is a MOBA?
Multiplayer online battle arena. It's just what we call games like Dota, League, and Smite.
Honestly, mate, you really need to get into Evenstar after today. You never know what we're talking about.
Man, sorry for having a life, bruh. You get laid much?
Whoa, come on, Brian. We've talked about this.
Yeah, alright. Too far. My bad, dude.
Anyway, it can work. I just need someone who can keep up. You should duo some time with me, Lizzie.
Says the guy stuck in silver? I don't think so.
Hey, that's because it's not the game I primarily play. I'm at least the equivalent of a plat player in Dota.
Oh, sit down, class. It's time for another classic Jeff Elo Hell monologue.
No, listen, it makes sense. There are two reasons why people are stuck in the low relos and drag their team down with them. It's because they're either bad at micro or macro play. A bad micro player is your standard I suck at video games person. They can't land a headshot for shit, do any sort of complicated combo in a fighting game, or aim their skill shots in a MOBA.
You don't have to do this every time someone makes fun of your rank.
Whatever, Elo Hell is a thing. You know I'm right.
Wait, so is Elo Hell like another MOBA?
No, it's this term used to describe someone who's stuck at a certain rank.
Like silver.
Oh, so it's an excuse for Jeff to be total garbage!
Whoa, Elo Hell's like a glass ceiling. You can get past it, you just need practice.
Thank you, Chance. You are as wise as you are beautiful.
Thank you, Jeff. You are as sarcastic as you are salty.
Thanks for coming out to the Evenstar Midnight Launch. It's awesome to see how many of you came out tonight. Are you guys excited to finally play the game? We're getting pretty close to opening the doors, but to kick things off, what do you guys say about getting some free stuff? All right, raise those hands up.
Oh, Chance, you unlucky bastard.
Sorry about that. I've got a pretty long reach.
That was an insanely good grab. What are you, Blitz?
Thanks. All the credit goes to my staff here.
Whoa, awesome cosplay. Did you make that yourself?
Yeah, I did. I pretty much work on it full time. I'm Amy, by the way.
Hey, I'm Lizzie, and this is Chance, Jeff, and Brian.
Well, you sure do make the Lansorians look good.
Oh, thanks.
Do you, cosplay professionally?
Yeah, it doesn't quite pay the bills yet, but I'm hoping to get some press at the expo coming up.
TumbleCon? We're going too!
Oh, cool. Come say hi, for sure.
So, do you plan on playing Echo Star?
Well, I am in line, right?
Yeah, right. Do you play any MOBAs?
I had a pretty decent MMR in Dota.
You play Dota?
Not anymore, really. I still follow the pro scene and try to go to the International every year, especially since it's here in Seattle. Unfortunately, cosplay and work take up most of my free time these days.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt, but the line's moving.
Finally!
Murray, get that console working.
Radar is down and we're blind in here. Ground team, do you have visual confirmation?
Negative base. We have clear skies here. Whatever those blips were, they're gone now. Any word from the Archimedes?
Negative. Satellite comms still offline. Ground team, I'm picking up some strange seismic activity at your location. Are you hearing anything?
I hear it.
Radar is back on. Ground team alert. You have 2 bogeys. Repeat, 2 bogeys.
What
I'm
the
sending
hell
air
is
support.
that? It's
Ground team, do you call?
I cannot fucking wait right now. Are we doing this or not?
Damn right we're doing this. There's no way I could sleep right now.
That's what I like to hear.
You guys are gonna be so dead tomorrow at the barbecue.
Nah, it'll be worth.
Yeah, worth. All right, let's do this. See you online.
Wait, let's get a picture before we leave.
Ah, good idea. Hey, Amy, would you mind if we got a quick picture with you? Your cosplay's too badass not to.
Of course.
Brian, would you mind taking the picture?
Oh, what? So I don't get to be in it?
Come on, don't be like that.
I'm just kidding. I'll do it. Just give me your phone.
Everyone say Echo Star.
Echo Star!
Echo Star! Ready to get these tutorials out the way? I'm gonna be your wonderful guide through this.
Wait, what? How? That doesn't make any sense.
Shh, it's better than some mindless robot giving you instructions. Now just sit back and let it happen. You ready?
Rock and roll!
Alright, Space Marine, simmer down. This is part of the battlefield. I'm gonna spawn some units in for you so I can show you how they work.
How did you do that?
Didn't I tell you to just let it happen? Last warning.
Alright, I'm done. No more questioning the validity of this scenario.
Thank you. We've got units. Let's move them. You can select units individually by left-clicking a unit or in groups by left-clicking and dragging the selection square across them. Now, drag select all the units. To move units, right-click the column you want them to occupy. Do this now on the highlighted column. Look at all the pretty colours. Do you know what that means? Of course you don't, otherwise I wouldn't be here explaining it. Those are the movement groups. Each unit selection colour has a matching column colour so that you know its destination. Your units will automatically stay in formation. You can also have them sort by range by holding Control and right-clicking a location column. This can be useful if you are selecting large groups of spread out units. There are 2 more advanced movement options and you can check them out in the glossary later.
Okay, but why aren't my units moving?
Because this is a turn-based game, you gotta progress the turns if you want stuff to happen. There are 4 ways to progress turns. The buttons are located in the bottom right of your screen. We're going to start with the first one, which progresses turns forward by 1. So press the button, Chance. Press it good. Let's do it again, but using the hotkey to progress turns. Spacebar will progress turns based off of the last turn progression button you used. Press spacebar now. Units can only move as fast as the slowest units selected. With only 2 columns left to go, we're on the final lap! You can use either turn progression method, the button or the spacebar. You've made it to the radar dish. Your opponent seems to have the same idea, so let's wreck his units. Or hers. It's 2019.
Finally! Isn't that what this tutorial's supposed to be all about?
You'd still be fumbling with your keyboard if I hadn't taught you what you know now. You weren't ready. Now, left click and drag select all your units and right click one of the enemy units.
Target acquired.
One dead-ass peacekeeper.
The way combat works is all damage is done simultaneously, so units can theoretically knock each other out. I'm going to set up some more combat scenarios for you, so don't freak out.
I'm probably gonna freak out. Holy shitballs! Can I just say I'm impressed that you're even doing this? You're like some kind of wizard. Or hacker.
Damn it, Chance, I'm going to mute your ass if you keep this up. You're wasting valuable dialogue. You don't even realize how much we've had to cut already.
Fine.
As I was saying, split fire is the default targeting method. Your units will stop and fire at their max range if they come into contact with anyone.
Alright. Can I blow some shit up already?
Fine, just select all your units with left click and drag and then move them to the highlighted column with right click so they'll advance when shit blows up. Actually, that reminds me.
God damn it, what now?
We can use the auto turn progression button to do this. It's the last of the 4 turn progression buttons and it progresses turns automatically until you press spacebar to pause it or your buildings go idle. Unless they were already idle, which they are, because this is not the construction tutorial.
Okay, can I get the TLDR and all this?
Right-click to move your units to the highlighted column. Then hit the last turn progression button, the circle one.
How can I be of service? Attack order received.
This is a hero. It's a souped up version of an existing unit with a special ability.
Oh man, that's awesome.
This one is the Atlas. It has this special ability called the jump drop. You'll see what it does in a second. It's brilliant. Click the hero ability button in the lower left corner of your screen, then left click the highlighted column as a target, then hit spacebar to advance.
Target acquired.
Boom shakalaka!
Pretty gosh darn nifty, right? Every hero has its own ability, so you should play with them all. Final thing is target types.
Boring stuff now?
Just bear with me, it's almost over. There are 4 target types. Single target, which is your basic attack. The next 3 are area of effect skills. The first is all area of effect. You witness this with the Atlas jump drop. This does damage to every unit in range. The next we shall demonstrate. It's a vertical area of effect. It does damage to every unit in a single location column. The tarantula will be our guinea pig. All you gotta do is press the spacebar to watch.
Good to know.
The last one is a horizontal area of effect. This one will do damage to 1 unit in each location column up to its max range. The Dauntless will be our tester. Press spacebar to watch.
That was the last one?
That's it.
Really?
I mean, this tutorial is done, but there are 2 more.
I hate you so much.
But I gotta teach you how to construct shit and what all the stuff on the map is. Do you even know what towers do?
I just wanna play.
Every game has dumb shit like this. If I don't teach you, then you'll probably quit and return the game out of pure frustration. I've seen it happen a million times. Who am I gonna play with if you quit?
Fine. Let's go. Ah, shit. Here we go again.
So this is your base.
Yeah, I kinda got that.
Don't be a smartass. I'm assuming you know next to nothing here. You begin every game with 3 buildings. Your headquarters, your barracks, and 1 primer collector. The headquarters is the largest building and is monumentally important. Destroy the enemy's headquarters and do not let yours die.
Okay, I got it. Chillax, bro.
Ugh, don't say chillax. The barracks, which is above your headquarters, allows you to build infantry units for your army. Those are the Peacekeeper, Atlas, and Ranger. You can build more production buildings in the plots around your headquarters. Left-click the highlighted plot. When the construction menu is open, you can add buildings to your production queue.
My production... what?
Don't get your knickers in a twist, Chance. We'll get to that in a minute. Right now, you can construct another barracks or a factory. The starport is disabled as it requires you to construct a factory first. You can see the building's HP and shield values. Shields regenerate a little bit every turn when not in active combat. Let's make a factory. Left-click the second icon in the construction menu. Do you see the number above the plot? That's the amount of turns it's going to take to finish that building. Also, in the bottom left corner, you'll see it's been added to the production queue I mentioned earlier.
Ah, the elusive British queue.
A key to surviving the rounds of Evenstar and generally any strategy game is best said in a fun little acronym. ABC. Always be constructing.
I prefer FML, because that's how I feel right now.
Chance, get a fucking grip. If a tutorial is as bad as your life gets right now, you've got it pretty good. Anyway, that barracks over there. It can construct units, but it's currently not, so you aren't following the ABC rule. Let's fix that. Start by left-clicking the barracks to open the unit production menu. Menu quest. The menuing continues. Rated M for menu.
Yeah, riveting stuff so far.
Yes, quite. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of all the details here, we have to get into the nitty-gritty of your resources. You start with a set amount of primer, which is your production resource. Every turn, you'll be given more for each primer collector you've constructed. Currently, you have only one primer collector, so you'll only increase a little bit next turn. Let's pretend tick that forward to simulate a turn. Peanuts, right?
Yeah, it's gonna take a while to construct anything at this rate.
I'm just gonna go ahead and construct another primer collector for you.
Wizard!
Now next turn, it will increase for both primer collectors. This may not seem like much, but turns happen often. In the next tutorial, I'll show you how you can boost your primer even more! However, for the rest of this tutorial, you'll have infinite resources because I'm a benevolent fucking god.
See? Look at all this magic you're using.
Time for the next word vomit about all these units that's on your screen. You ready?
I mean, that is my kink.
Well, open wide, I'm going in. Once again, barracks can make infantry units, peacekeepers, atlases, and rangers. They are the icons on top of the unit construction menu. You'll also see a bunch of stats for them. We've already covered HP, shields, and speed. Damage is the amount they'll reduce shields or health per attack. Range is the distance they can fire, and you'll also see these target types: single, AAOE, VAOE, and HAOE. The two symbols on the left are supplies and primer cost, both represented in the top left corner of the screen. Supply limits the number of units you can have on the field. We literally just went over primer, so I hope you haven't forgotten already. That wasn't so bad, right? Now pick one of the infantry units to construct. Now select 10 more, just for shits and giggles. Welcome to the production queue, old buddy old pal.
Oh boy.
Look in the lower left. See how some icons have a blue background and some have a purple one? Purple icons on the left mean that unit is actively being constructed. Blue means it's queued up. You can queue up both units and buildings, but only if you have the primer for it. Queue up a starport on the large plot and then a turret on one of the smaller plots. Let's add a hero to the queue before we start ticking the game forward. By the way, this is still turn 1.
The fuck? All this has to be done on turn 1?
Kind of. With limited primer, you'll have fewer choices to make in a real game on the first turn. Now left-click the headquarters to bring up the hero construction menu. You can only make a hero if you have the production building for its base units. Right now, you only have a barracks, so you can only make infantry heroes. You can only produce one of each hero at a time. That is up to 9 heroes. If one of your heroes dies, you can remake them. Select any hero and add it to your queue. Good choice.
Do you actually know what I picked?
Not even a clue. But hey, you did it. I know that much.
Your powers are waning, old man.
Don't make me electrocute you.
Wait, can you do that?
Wouldn't you like to know? Now, we advance the turns and make some shit. You know what that means?
What?
Another time progression button tutorial!
Actually, could you please electrocute me?
The second one on the bar is going to help you speed along to the next thing in your queue. As soon as it's done, the game will auto-pause. Try it. Hey, you got a buddy.
Sure seems like a lot of work to get here.
Don't be a lazy piece of shit, Chance. Strategy games make you smarter. There's science and everything to prove it. You know what? Just for that, I'm gonna make you cancel a unit. Now, left-click on the highlighted unit in your production queue and delete that fucker. Screw that unit in particular. Good riddance.
You sure showed it.
I sure did. Now that you have a unit on the field, you may notice it wasn't built at the barracks directly. All units spawn there.
Why?
Because I said so, Chance, that's why. You can make them move automatically to a rally point by setting one up. Left-click on a production building and then right-click on a location column. Try it now on the highlighted column. All units of that unit type, either infantry, ground, or air, will rally to that location. Now, let's do another time progression button tutorial!
Screw what my mom says about having children. This is easily the most rewarding experience ever!
I appreciate your enthusiasm, Chance. The third of the time progression buttons will continue going until a building becomes idle. I'm also going to fast forward everything by 25 turns so we don't have to sit here, because I'm not trying to have an awkward silence with you for even that long.
Wow, I feel attacked.
Atlas complete.
A new idle building. Factories can make ground units. hydras, tarantulas, and armadillos. I think you know where this is going.
Aren't you supposed to tell me, Mr. Tutorial Man?
Just left-click the factory and construct 3 hydras, you smartass. Just left-click the factory and construct 3 hydras, you smartass. Now, let's go! I'm using fast-forward magic again. We're trying to get you to that starport so we can finish up this godforsaken tutorial. Hit that 3rd turn progression button again. For God's sake, that's not the starport, but hey, you finally got that hero we built like a year ago. The tutorial is progressing.
Thank goodness.
Hit the 3rd turn progression button again. Let's get that great starport.
Units completed. Atlas complete.
There it is!
Complete.
Left click it, quick! Finally! Starports make air units, Axions, Guardians, and Dauntlesses. Dauntlessi? Dauntlesses. Obviously, they all fly, and they have access to air lanes, which we'll talk about in the final tutorial. I don't actually need you to construct anything here, I just wanted you to see them, because otherwise you may never know they exist.
Do you really think that little of me, Jeff?
Of course I do, Chance.
What about the turrets? You never showed me that.
They are buildings that shoot things, Chance. What more do you need to know?
I mean...
Moving on! Last one.
So what are we learning today?
Cartography, my dear boy. The map is big enough to have strategic diversity, but small enough to where the minimap got axed. You're gonna have to look around to see stuff. You can move the map by dragging your cursor to the edges of the screen or using the arrow keys. Pro tip, doing both stacks the speed. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Look around at your leisure, then bring the camera back to the radar dish in the very center of the map to continue. I'll give you a tour of all the key locations then. This is the mid lane. It contains the radar dish. The radar dish gives you a ton of visibility when you control it. Now, up I say. Up! Up! This is top lane. Down! Down I say! And this is the bottom lane. They are exactly the same. You see those buildings that look similar to your headquarters? They are towers. Their primary purpose is to protect and supply energy to your high-value primer collectors. Your enemy has towers too, unfortunately.
Oh, call back to earlier when you said you'd teach me about how to make primer even more!
You even got the inflection right. I'm proud of you, Chance. Those high-value primer collectors provide not 3, but 5 resources per turn, each!
Why don't you use your magic and make them worth 10 or 100?
Sure, Chance. As soon as this is all over, I'll boost them all just for you. Just remember, you actually have to construct primer collectors on these. That means you have to get off your arse and scroll over here to make them. Oh, and if your tower is ever destroyed, you can no longer construct the high-value primer collectors. Boo fucking who. Now left-click the primer collector plot and construct 1 at this tower. See how many turns it takes?
Yeah?
Good, because I'm skipping that part. With my supreme powers, I shall make it construct instantaneously. You ain't never had a friend like me.
I most certainly haven't, you weird British genie.
That's Mr. Weird British Genie to you. Now, let's magic carpet our asses over to the air lanes where I'll show you a whole new world. With these lanes, you can send your air units around the outside of the map to attack your opponent's base. Even the center radar dish won't let you see these lanes. The only way to gain visibility is to go there.
And how do I do that, Jeffy Jeff?
Oh, why, I'm glad you asked, Senor Segway. Air lanes can be accessed from the north and south ends of your base. See the highlighted ramp? There's one last place to go to finish off the tutorial.
Wait, we're almost done?
We're almost done.
But where's my turn progression button tutorial?
You want another one?
Please, I need one!
I'm cutting you off, you addict. No more!
No!
I've created a monster. It'll all be over as soon as I bring you to this next location.
Please end it.
Let's fly through the air lanes to the enemy base. Look at that. It's just like your base.
How very, underwhelming.
Yep. They all do the same things as you do, and are trying to kill you just as much as you want to kill them.
So it's basically like any multiplayer game ever?
You know, since it's the end, I'm gonna let you have that one.
So now what? Are we done? Can I finally play?
I do have one more thing for you to do.
What? This better not be another tutorial.
I'm gonna let you test your skills in a very easy match of Echo Star. I'm turning off the AI and putting some stationary enemies around so you can mess about. They'll shoot back, but they won't make anything.
So it's like a puzzle then. That sounds fun.
Yeah, exactly. A tactical puzzle, although a pretty easy one by my standards. Once you're done, we shall resume our regularly scheduled programming.
You require additional primer. Primer collector complete. You require additional primer. Atlas complete. You require additional primer. Peacekeeper complete. You require additional primer. You require additional primer. Ranger complete. You require additional primer. You require additional primer. Receiving instructions. Receiving instructions. Receiving instructions. Ranger. Atlas. How can I be of service? Instructions. Ready to carry. Input new target. How can I be of service? Instructions. Receiving instructions. Receiving instructions. Attack order received. Atlas complete. Receiving instructions. Target acquired. Peace. Ready to carry. You require additional primer. Ranger complete. You require additional primer. High value primer collector complete. Atlas complete. Ready to carry. Ready to carry. Ranger complete. Peacekeeper complete. Atlas complete. Atlas complete. Ready to carry. Ranger complete. Atlas complete. Peacekeeper complete. Atlas complete. Ranger complete. Input new target. Receiving instructions. Receiving instructions. Receiving instructions. Receiving instructions. Factory complete. Receiving instructions. Attack order received. Ready to carry. Target acquired. Receiving instructions. How can I be of service? Instructions. Starport complete. Receiving instructions. Receiving instructions. Peace attack received. Target acquired. Attack order received. Atlas complete. Ready to carry. Ranger complete. Peacekeeper complete. Units completed. Ranger complete. Peacekeeper complete. Atlas complete. Peacekeeper complete. Safety is my prime directive. Ranger complete. Peacekeeper complete. Atlas complete. Dauntless complete. Input new target. Receiving instructions. Receiving instructions. Receiving instructions. Dauntless complete. Ranger complete. Receiving instructions. Ranger complete. Receiving instructions. How can I be of service? Target acquired. Attack order received. Dauntless acquired. Dauntless attack order received. Ranger complete. Dauntless prime. Target acquired. Attack order received. Ranger complete. Input new target. Target acquired. Received. Target acquired. Receiving instructions. Receiving instructions. Ranger complete. Dauntless primed. Attack order received. Guardian complete. Reporting for special target acquired. Ready to carry. Attack order received. How can I be of service? Target acquired. Guardian complete. Attack order received. Guardian complete. Target acquired. Attack order received. Receiving instructions. Target acquired. Guardian complete. Attack order received. Target acquired. Attack order received. Target acquired. Guardian complete. Input new attack order received. Receiving instructions. Receiving instructions. Guardian complete. Guardian complete. How can I be of service? Receiving instructions. Scene complete. Receiving instructions. Scene complete. Receiving instructions. Receiving instructions. Scene complete. Dauntless complete. Hydra complete. Hydra complete. Dauntless complete. Hydra complete. Dauntless complete. Tarantula complete. Scene complete. All orders acceptable. Scene complete. Tarantula complete. Insufficient supply. Input new target. Receiving instructions. Receiving instructions. Receiving instructions. Receiving instructions. Receiving instructions. Reporting for special operations. Target acquired. Repairs en route. Repairs en route. Repairs en route. Repairs en route. How can I be of service? Instructions. Receiving instructions. Receiving instructions. Receiving instructions. Attack order. Receiving instructions. Axiom complete. Armadillo complete. Receiving instructions. Receiving instructions. Receiving instructions. Receiving instructions. Target acquired. Receiving instructions.
Here on out, you'll be playing for real. The AI will scale in difficulty over time, so I hope you're ready to put your tryhard pants on.
They're always on, my friend. Like tryhard diapers.
Ha! So
I won!
Now we gotta wipe the slate clean to ensure the integrity of the story.
Aww.
You know, I did enjoy the magical powers while they lasted. I just wish I could use them in ranked.
That'd be pretty OP, huh?
That would be pretty fucking OP indeed. It was fun, Chance. See you on the other side.